Hey friends, welcome to Wednesday, February 23rd. How was your portal day? I hope it was awesome. This is going to be my last daily message for a while. Or rather, for an undetermined amount of time, because I just don't know what's going to go on with my schedule. But I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for following along, everybody who's been watching my videos, leaving comments, reaching out, and giving feedback. I've learned so much from reading the tarot, especially as a filmmaker, photographer, storyteller. This was an incredible tool to focus on over the winter. And not only that, just the strengthening of my own intuition, and having this new skill that is really fun to not only use independently and on myself for healing work, but for the healing of others and the collective, as was witnessed last night. Last night I was at a very special portal event. I'm just kidding. But I did get to hang out with some people, and I got to do their tarot readings, like in person, face to face. And if you've watched some of my past videos, especially the early ones, I kept saying that, hey, yeah, this is fun, I'm making videos, but at the same time, where is the interaction? And so I finally got to read for real people with real lives, who can give me feedback, and it was just an awesome experience. So yeah, I'm not really doing personal readings like by request, but if there's anything that's on your mind, or if you feel compelled to reach out and you need something, then obviously feel free and we can discuss things, whatever things are. But anyway, so yeah, this project now is coming to some sort of thing here, So I just wanted to say thanks. Thanks for being a part of it. Okay, and if you're new to the channel, like, wow, welcome. And then there's 2 months of daily videos to go through. So I would just say maybe like go to this playlist and pick a video that speaks to you and treat them as timeless videos, messages that are delivered in the moment that they ought to be received. Okay? So let's get into today's reading. It's Wednesday, February 23rd, and let's see where we go. Taking shelter, the answers are within. Passion and pleasure, savor your life. And overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. This is speaking to me like self-confidence or some kind of confidence. The answers are within, savor your life, and you can overcome anything. This speaks to the kind of idea of finding inner joy. When we spend our time each day doing things we truly enjoy, we contain a life force that is literally quite unstoppable. When we're aligned with our purpose, when we're aligned with our joy, when we surround ourselves with people who celebrate us and remind us that we have everything we need already inside of us. This also gives me the idea of like when people see things in us that we ourselves don't see. It's asking you to take shelter, as in go within, and try to find or identify those things that people keep saying or keep seeing within you. It's like it's transmuting external validation into something you can own. And then that becomes your strength, your personal power. I just want to point out that this card, this like overcoming obstacles, there's like the sword and the stone. this is the idea that, only you can pull out this sword, your sword. It is something that is intended for you. So there's something fated or destined about this energy. I think that this rock also looks like a peach. So I don't know if peaches are relevant to you. There's also a little bird on the branch. Oh, and look, there's a little heart on the handle of the sword as well. So I don't know if this is about a love situation or like a heart-centered thing. But our joy is something that is, savoring life is something that the heart really loves and enjoys in it, but it involves other areas of the body as well. We were doing a chakra check last night too, and so that's why I'm all up in the chakras today. Let's see what the tarot has to say. The Fool in reverse underneath. The Four of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, there's a lot of wand energy. This is like the passion, right? Passion and pleasure. Wands is fire. That's desire, passion. This is about, again, like I was saying, coming out of a mode of scarcity. There is a need to sort of put something on hold. So there's, first of all, energies of like a foundation that is somewhat toxic. Something about, that's why it's interesting that the taking shelter card, by the way, says taking shelter, right? There's like a defense in it. But then below it reads, the answers are within. You will not find external validation for the answer that you seek, is essentially what I'm getting. Because the structures around us in our life, the things that we're committed to, our responsibilities and things like that, they're just that. They're just external responsibilities. They actually have nothing to do with you as a person. In fact, they're detrimental to us as human beings as to who we are becoming. True, it provides some structure, right? Society provides structure to life, but what's coming now or has been developing here in the recent past, and we'll get more into the other parts of this reading, but the foundation of this is almost like the needing to remove oneself from external structures in order to go within and seek your own counsel, probably. Tapping more into what makes you, you. That's why the Fool is in reverse, probably, because we have the Fool is the soul of the tarot. And it's the energy needed to embark on a new journey. In the reverse, there's maybe just a little bit of resistance to that. And so that resistance is showing up as something external, foundational, that is actually harmful. There's like a little bit of a toxicity here. So you need to remove yourself from that and seek out your passion and pleasure. Savor your life. In this column, we have the Ace of Wands, the biggest yes of the tarot, also talking about a new beginning. Like this is adventure, this is desire. Passion and pleasure in the Ace of Wands, it totally makes sense for these two cards to be one right on top of each other, in fact, touching. And this is the energy taking us out of scarcity, out of material need, to turn around and say, actually, I'm good. I have everything that I need. And I'm passionate. And I know that what is for me is coming. And so we have then the Queen of Wands, who's the Witch of the Tarot. And she is just validating that with this energy of passion and pleasure, tapping into something that makes you truly, truly happy, you will become so powerful that you can manifest whatever you want. Okay, but you have to be mindful of not manifesting harmful structures. We have enough of that as it is, that we're not manifesting, that just come inherited as a part of this life. So that's where overcoming obstacles comes in. You can overcome anything. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. There's definitely the leaving behind energy here of an opportunity that maybe you thought was for you, but you're realizing maybe isn't the best thing for right now. So there is like this energy of perseverance, and yes, overcoming obstacles, and the Nine of Wands is the perseverance energy. It's like you're so close. You're so close, and she's like looking behind her just to be like, hey, are you coming? Am I going to do this alone? And I think the answer is yes, you have to go it alone. Because there's just one sword here. And only you can pull out this sword. That's why the Ten of Cups is in reverse. Normally the card of community. When we fail to, and don't cling to the word fail here in this example, but when community fails, like connection doesn't happen, don't force it. I feel like that's just a sign that there's something only you have to do. You have to go out there and go through this portal, persevere through something. It's probably connected to some kind of lesson. And that opportunity, you know, this Ace of Pentacles, this fresh beginning, is maybe being delayed because there's some other obstacle in your way. However, the energy here is that you can overcome anything. You can do anything. So don't be discouraged by having to go do something on your own. I would maybe just reframe that and be like, I'm learning how to, there's healing, the star, hope. So be hopeful that this is, you're having a unique opportunity to reveal something about yourself that is important, not only to you, but to the collective as a whole. Let's just get some final advice from the cards. Okay, come on. Knight of Swords in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, a lot of knights. So knights are movement. The final advice here. Knight of Swords and the Five of Cups in reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles. So what's happening is that there is some really rapid movement coming. It's like, actually, it feels more like a message that brings you out of disappointment, because the Five of Cups, when it's in reverse, that's like the card of disappointment, but it's actually release from disappointment. So there's a difficult action here that is quite liberating, but also I don't want to say it carries this air of disappointment, but it is something that feels like boundary setting. I'll say that. Because there's a boundary being put up here to preserve one's happiness or expectations around a situation. And the Knight of Pentacles then here is to sort of give the message of focus on doing the work for yourself. So whether that's morning routines, whatever makes you feel, you know, like your best self each day, there's the hard work coming in. The work is happening now. And it has to happen in an environment where you're removing yourself from situations or people or whatever that have the capacity for disappointing or have the capacity for taking too much. Like the idea of like when you give an inch and they take a foot. That's sort of what I'm sensing here, of that sort of like, and that's why the energy of the Knight of Swords here is fast as well, because it's sort of reckless. It's just uncareful, honestly. It's I don't think that it's intended to be harmful, but there's something here about slowing down so that you have time to decide what it is you want to be doing, what your everyday wants to look like, so that you don't get disappointed by things when possibly feeling taken advantage of. And that does bring me back to the Fool in reverse, this bit of naivety. So positivity, right? It doesn't mean that we're naive and that everything is rainbows. That's not the kind of passion and pleasure and new beginning that's appearing here. I think that there is a very important message about boundaries in this, about self-preservation as well. While we are attempting to remain light and positive, there's also major obstacles being overcome. So, shiny on the surface, but deep, deep as a well. And I'll leave you guys with that. So, feel free to check out, there's always music in the description box below, and a song that I'll pick that gets into the vibe of the reading if you want to continue to feel on that. Otherwise, this has been an awesome thing. Thanks for joining the channel, for all the likes, subscribes, and whatever it is you guys do to interact. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.